Monday, Sunshine Goddess crew. Energy's energy. If it resonates, I was trying to do like a little candle stuff, but this candle is like not working. Happy Monday, guys. Happy Monday. Come on in here. We have our new moon tomorrow. Okay, so join my new moon manifestation, love protection. Okay, love, abundance, and protection. Energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. Maybe if I open this little bit of blind, this little light of mine is what I hear. I heard somebody was being super deceptive. I heard that you're not dealing with deceit. Okay, I heard that you're not dealing with it no more. You're not putting up with it no more. You're not dealing with this person and the things that they're doing or they've done in life to you. You know, I feel like you gave this person. See, people take advantage of you because they know how much you care about them. You know, sometimes people think, oh, they care about me. They're going to put up with whatever I do, however I do it. No, that's not the case at all. People have breaking points. Happy Monday, Dorothy. People have breaking points. People get to point to in their life where they're like, enough is enough. And this person actually thought that because you loved them and because you cared about them meant you would put up with unlimited BS with them. Surprise. New moon, new me. Who's this? Okay, so energy's energy. If it resonates. You're sticking up for yourself. This person didn't think you'd stick up for yourself as much as you are now. Speaking your truth. Okay, let me put my phone on do not disturb really quick. Speaking your truth. Understanding what you want and what you don't, and it's not because you love them, it's because what you want and what you deserve out of life. Somebody thought that you were going to stay around them and they'd be deceptive, and it's okay for them to be deceptive because you love them. It's never okay to allow someone to be deceptive. People know what they're doing, they're just hoping that you don't catch on. Okay, so join my new moon manifestation and let's get into it. You know what I'm saying? Dreams are very significant right now. It could be messages in dreams. Dreams are very important right now. If you could remember them, it's a message. If a lot of people can't get to you in the physical realm, where they're coming for you in the spiritual realm. You know, this is the time we live in. People say they don't believe in this and they don't believe in that, but they're busy studying and checking things out. Definitely picking up heavy warlock energy with a masculine who swears that they don't know nothing about metaphysics, but he absolutely knows a lot more metaphysics than you think, and I think you picked up on that. I feel like you were aware of that. This masculine could have been using some type of dark magic to manipulate situations, not only with you but other third parties as well. Okay, so energy's energy, because they want their way, and however they want to get their way. This person didn't care who they hurt, how they hurt. They just wanted to get their way. You know what I'm saying? So energy's energy. If it resonates, I don't know how I feel about this. Hi, goddess. I don't know how I feel about this light, but we're going to use it anyway. So spirit, let's clarify someone's energy. Bills can't pay themselves. They're working hard for their money. So it could be you. You could be really invested in taking care of yourself, you know, getting your bills paid. Somebody must have been taking pills as well, getting your bills paid, really in this energy of moving forward in your life. Okay, so I just feel like somebody after the calm, after the storm is what I hear. Energy's energy. If it resonates, it's rainy here in CT. Okay, they are free, but where are they going? So somebody's concerned about your freedom from them. Like they're more worried about, somebody could be going on vacation. You could be planning a trip, a vacation. Okay, spirit, clarify this energy. They didn't just end the relationship. They ran away from an abusive, be kind. So this could be your energy or another person's energy. Somebody left in a situation where it was deceptive as hell. Nobody wants to deal with anyone that's lying, cheating, sneaking on them. Nobody wants to deal with that. You don't have to. This person thought you would stay because you cared. That's what I just keep hearing. Like, no, they won't. All right, spirit, clarify somewhere this energy. They're still living in the past. They haven't moved on like they said they did. So somebody's still holding on to your energy. You could possibly feel that. Okay. They said yes to marriage counseling, but they aren't taking it seriously. Somebody just tried to get by. They could have said, all right, if we go to counseling, can I stay? Can I be? No, they just wanted more time. Just wanted more time. Truth, they have some secrets, but nothing harmful or earth-shattering for you to worry about. That could be your energy, okay? So somebody just tried to dig and dig and dig. They're confused. They want to make the right choice, but they don't want to lead anyone on. Let this player from the Himalayas stay a player. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? Energy is energy. If it resonates, it resonates. Let's see who got spit. Bills can't pay themselves. They're working for money. Grim Reaper, the relationship is over. No second chances. Somebody thought that you would come back because they have money. Finances again. Uh, Maybe you said, all right, well, I need you to pay bills or do this, and then we could be together. And then they started working overtime, but they were doing more than just working overtime, and you knew it intuitively. I just feel like whatever the situation is, intuitively, you knew. Okay, they didn't just end their relationship, they ran from it. Somebody was using substances. Okay, so you're wondering, why the hell is this person acting like this, saying like this? I just feel like when it comes to this situation, really using your discernment was all you really had. And I feel like this person tried to gaslight you and make you think that you were bugging or that what was happening wasn't happening, when indeed it was what it was. Okay, they just tried to deflect. Okay, they said yes to marriage counseling, but they aren't taking it serious. Boat, receive what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issue. Yeah, Spirit's like, if they want counseling and you see they're not taking serious, maybe you just need to do the counseling by yourself. Okay, they have some secrets, but nothing harmful or earth-shattering for you to worry about. Unconditional love, giving and receiving. So again, this person, I feel like they tried everything in their power to figure out if you were doing something wrong or you weren't who you said you were, and they never found out anything. You know what I'm saying? They never found what they thought they could. They never found anything to justify. How do you try to justify mistreating someone? I feel like they try to justify, well, I'm mistreating them because they did this, and like they never found anything, or I'm mistreating them because of this, that, like whatever. How do you justify mistreating someone? No, that's who you are. It's not, you can't justify mistreatment. Even if someone did something wrong to you, why would you stay around and mistreat them instead of just getting out of their life? And I feel like this with this person. Or maybe every time they were angry, they thought, oh, I'm going to do something mean and nasty and rude to them to justify. What type of, I don't get this person thinking. All right. They're free, but they're good. But where are they going? So somebody's worried that you're free because the outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events in your head. See the energy that I pick up from this person is, no, they get this shit from other people. Other people have done things to them and treated them other ways, and they came across a real one and they couldn't even appreciate it when they had it. And that is too sad. Boo hoo for them. Okay, they're still living in the past. They haven't moved on like they said they have. So again, with this cassette energy, I just feel like they're still living in their past. Whatever their ex done to them, whatever someone's done to them in the past, they charge you with the crime. That's why you couldn't really get anywhere. Passion, insane chemistry. This person felt if they loved you or cared for you, self-indulgence, they were all about their self, but they felt like if they cared for you, if they opened up to you, you would do exactly what someone from their past did. And I don't even think, it don't even feel like, you know what I'm saying? Who goes around hurting good people for no reason? Healing waters. I feel like you're healing from this. Grim Reaper, no second chances. I feel like you were really upset because I feel like you put your all into this relationship connection with this person. Even if it's a friendship, even if it's a job, even if it's a family member, like you showed up. You not only showed up, but you gave your all when you showed up. And this person knows that. You know why? Because they're still continuously looking for the energy that you gave in other people, places, and situations. Okay, codependency. Learn from life. I also hear love them from afar. Okay, so they didn't just end the relationship, they ran away from abusive relationship. Be kind. Spirit saying right now, you can learn to love this person from afar. Okay, they're just learning. I feel like this person just, again, they're so confused. I don't know. They're just so confused. I'm so confused. I don't know what to do. But you're lying, ass been cheating. Okay, so receiving what you need, progression, arriving. I'll be moving on. Yeah, they try to just buy time with this counseling. How are you going for counseling and talk about cheating, turn around and leave and go cheat? How do you talk about counseling and say you're going to do this and do that and turn on and do exact opposite? Like this person playing games. They played games with you. They thought you was going to stay around while they played games. And no. Okay, so what do we have here? Follow your dreams. The divine's encouraging you to move forward and follow your dreams. This person held you back. I think they did it on purpose because they don't know what they want to do with their life. That's why they never supported you. That, you ever notice that certain people don't support you? I knew people for years that won't support me, but I know people for 2-3 weeks that will immediately support me. People see you. They're just hoping that you don't see yourself. So I really feel like this person, in order to punish you or to make you feel some type of way, because that's how they felt, they were committed to not supporting you. They were committed to not showing you love. They were committed. Who stays in someone's life just to say, I'm going to treat them like shit? You know, say somebody that needs a lot of healing. Okay, cleansing. What do we got here? So cleansing and spirit, cleansing body and spirit and seasonal harvest. They have secrets but nothing harmful or earth shattering for you to worry about. Again, purity energy. Here we go. People go through things. This person could have thought you were, you know, if you had a bad day or in a bad mood, it's because you were cheating. So then they went to look for you cheating. If you came home late, they just knew you were out doing something. If you made a post, they just knew you were talking about another person. Whatever the case may be, they try to find everything on you, and it's nothing to find. Like, good people do exist. Okay, good people do exist. They don't lie, they don't cheat. When they say they care about you, it's because they do. Like, there are good people in this world. I just feel like in order to be a good person, in order to have good people in your life, you need to be a good one, right? And I feel like you may have been aligned in these people's lives, in this person's life, and now they're realizing, oh shit, this is really a good person. What worked in the past for other people doesn't work on you. Energy's energy. If it resonates. Cassette outdated thinking, meditation for clarity. Yeah, because you gave as much clarity as you can. My robe is blue with silver stars on it. Okay, I don't have the tie right now, and this person would argue you down. You would say, no, I'm telling you that I promise you. You know, it's almost like you were overcompensating for this person not believing you. Why are we doing that? We should not be doing that. You trust yourself. Okay, so if you say, all right, I'm going to the store, I'm going to go do something, that's what you do. You know, if you fall asleep and you don't answer the phones because you were sleeping. You know, if to them to justify their shitty behavior, it's like this person, I'm almost picking up they're insane. Like, are you fucking insane? They're like making up shit in their brain because of what they were doing to you behind your back. Being very deceptive, very deceptive. Okay, they're still living in the past, haven't moved on like they said they did. Insane chemistry. They have these films for you, but they just thought they'd go away, and they just hold them for so long. Okay, so we have plant the seeds, affirmation for acceptance. Okay, so maybe you're like, you know what, I'm not going to try to love this person anymore. I'm not going to try to make this friendship work anymore. I'm not, you know, whatever it was, you said, I accept it for what it is, and I'm going to move forward in my life. Okay, you've accepted the things, you've accepted this person of who they are, what they are, and what they do. Okay, again, plant the seeds. You've done so much for this person to show them. You tried to plant the seeds of love. You tried to plant the seeds of trust. You know, it's like everything that you planted in this relationship connection with this person, they did total opposite of everything that you said. It's like you felt as though you were getting nowhere with this person in this relationship, in this situation. It's like you're like, all right, well, if you're not gonna ever believe me, I'm just gonna like not say nothing anymore. I'm not gonna keep trying to convince you. Yeah, with Empress energy, I'm not gonna try to keep convincing you who I am. You either see me for who I am or you don't. We really need to have a heart-to-heart talk conversation. So now this person wants to have a heart-to-heart talk conversation with you. Yeah, beware the snakes. I don't think you might even talk to this person. You might think they're a snake. You might know they're a snake. They might have some snake behavior, but now they want to talk about it when there was a time, there was a place where you were like, all right, I'm open to talk about it. Now they want to talk about it. No, it don't work like that, okay? With the Page of Wands, this person's hoping that you'll accept them back into their life. They brought a lot of chaos energy. I just feel like that, okay? For the streets, looks can be deceiving. Okay, so again, this person, they were for the streets, right? You were deceived by them. You thought deception. Deceptive. There we go. Top of the deck right there. There we go. Deception. They are for the streets. Okay, so if people want to be for the streets, let it be for the streets. Being for the streets comes with a lot of nasty entities, nasty STDs, nastiness. There's no winning being for the streets. If they want to be for the streets, why are you fighting someone that wants to be for the streets? Clearly, this person has showed you over and over again they want to be for the streets, but then again, they thought you would stay around if they be for the streets but you started focusing on yourself. Okay, girl with the snake, they ran into exactly what they needed to. Okay, deck closed. Energy's energy. If it resonates. Okay, having an affair that both parties will take to the grave. Okay, so again, this person, or maybe you're going to get ready to find out about something that they did behind your back, my little secret. See, it's just so crazy because you felt all this deceptive energy from this person in their life around them. You knew something was up. You knew something was happening, but you couldn't quite put your finger on it. And I feel like as soon as you found out, you was out. You're like, nope, I'm not doing this. Okay, yeah, it could be a twin flame. And that's what makes me like, wow. Like, wow, like God gave you exactly what you wanted and you turned around and went and did whatever the hell you wanted to do after you sat there and prayed for a loyal person in your life, friendship, relationship. After you sat there and prayed for someone that could be honest to you, you started lying to them. After you prayed for someone to show up for you, you started to stop showing up for them. Stop praying to God about people, places, and situations, and then when it shows up, you're like, oh my, I shouldn't treat it this way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't stop. Okay, what do we have here? Cheater. Because you're lying, that's been cheat. And this person really thought you was going to stay around with them while they cheated. You know, and they sounds like somebody gave you a sad ass story. Oh, everyone left me. So fucking what? Now we see why. Okay, energy is energy. If there isn't, Spirit clarifies looks could be deceiving and for the streets, dealing with a player. See, and whoever they were cheating with knew. Okay, so like you could have been with this person and they could have had like a third party and they knew all about you and they didn't care. Because if your girl only knew that you was trying to get with me. Yeah, they knew, right? So again, and this energy, or maybe you're the one, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you're the one that was in a relationship with, maybe they were with someone else, and then you were the one that went in to be in a relationship. Whatever, whoever the case may be, this is like bullshit. What y'all get out of being with other people's people? Like you may have the same person I had, but you'll never have them the same way I did. And I feel like this is, at the end of the day, the day's got to end. And I'm feeling like this person walked away from all this bullshit. Look at avoid fatal conflict and missed opportunity. So now this person's going through a lot of shit with the third party, wondering why you're not being in their life. Okay, they know they ruined it over here with you, Earth Angel, chosen ones. I don't know, whatever you want to call it, twin flame, but they know that you were sent to their life for the better and they ruined it. And they thought you would, and that's another thing too. This person's like, oh yeah, well, we're twin flames, they'll always stay. No, that's not always the case. Okay, Spirit, clarify this twin flame cheating energy. Current lover not over an ex. Okay, so again, that goes with the past. Maybe they went back to a person of the past. They prayed to get out of it, and then they went right back to it. They prayed to get out of it. They prayed for you. You showed up. You were everything that they wanted. You were everything that they needed. They're like, all right, let me go back to deception. Deception feels better. It's easier to be deceptive. It's easier to go to people, places, and situations where they no longer serve me. Okay, demand respect the homies out with other people. Again, whoever this third party is, I'm not going to say it for 900 times, but definitely we're cheating with this person, with someone that's very close to them. And what's crazy is the lesson here for that person is they knew about that third party was dealing or being with someone of their friend that was really close to them while they're in a relationship connection with them. Okay, on purpose to get back at that person. Spirit, clarify this to demand respect. Okay, third party. So again, they started treating this third party. This word third party. It's like, why are you treating me like this? You make me want to leave the one I'm with, start a new relationship with you. This what you do? Or maybe this could be you. Somebody who's in a relationship. You're like, hell no, I'm not about to be with you. You're with someone. People be doing the most for nothing, for less of nothing. Beware of stalker. They like you more than you know. Now someone's stalking you, watching your every move because you took your energy back, because you're no longer involved. You're no longer wanting to be with this person. You don't want to be with, who wants to be with someone like this? Who wants to be in an energy like this? And now they're tripping over the fact that they lost you to this someone that was toxic. Yeah. Someone may be sexually infatuated with you. You're making me high. I feel like this person physically gets adrenaline rush hit boost off of your sexual energy. They're feeding for that. They're joshing for that is what I hear. Somebody's tripping over your sexual energy. Spirit, clarify it. Current lover, current control behavior from a love interest. Yeah, oh, that's what they want. I thought that's what they wanted. Top of the deck, the homosexual. Yeah, that's what they wanted. You know, Tyrone. I think you better call Tyrone, but you can't use my phone. Yeah, this is Tyrone we're dealing with. Tyrone thought you was going to sit around and sit there and let them play in your face and use you for financial gain or money, whatever the case may be, and a place to stay, and you paying all the bills, all types of shit. It might not be a man. It could be a woman. While you sat there and did all this for them and they ran around and be with other people. Who in their right mind? They're starting to make me think something's wrong with them. Because who in their right mind would, I don't like channeling messages like this. I should have knew of something when I set up to do it. I said, you a fucking liar. I set up to do the things I said, you are a fucking liar. Somebody is just a straight up liar. You know, it's just, you know, I just feel like there's lessons here for you. You know what I'm saying? People ask for flowers and get rain and don't know what to do. Go plant the seeds. Duh. And that's all the divine was really encouraging this person to do: plant the seeds of life. What do you want? The fertilizer. You are ready. See, they were ready for this relationship, this connection. You were exactly what they asked for. They were ready for everything that you had. They just didn't want to put that foot forward. They just wouldn't go. They just thought third parties were better. They're like, God, I want a woman that's faithful to me and honest. And then you get it, and then they're running around with someone that's not honest, that's not faithful, that doesn't tell the truth, and dealing with their friends behind their back. And the thing is with this person is they're not using their intuition, because again, they're also picking up on a lot of deception, but they think if they turn a blind eye, it'll go away. No. Just like they thought if they left your life that your energy would go away. No, they're not learning. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. And this is why they're in this confused energy. They're dealing with all these Jezebel energies. The new spiritual guru you're talking to is a charlatan. So again, they even went and tried to get readings. Again, that warlock energy. Whoever the fuck they were getting reading from, first of all, it feels like a younger energy that has no experience in life. Okay, because wisdom comes from experience. Okay, on top of that, they're fraud. They don't know, and they knew that. So say if you are someone that's a barber and they go to this person like, oh yeah, because they're a cop. They're like, no. They knew that. But then again, why would you trust someone if you already know that the information that they tell you is wrong? So again, they try to get information about you to this person that was not even a true spiritual. Charlatan is like fake. Okay, so they weren't true. They weren't real. Again, and I feel like that misled this person. You know, they could have said, oh, that you're a liar, that you're a cheater, that you're doing it. And you were not doing none of that shit, but they decided to listen to someone that was fake, but knowing intuitively what they felt, how they felt, being deceptive not only to you, but themselves. All that money that's gone was gambling and strip clubs. Somebody may have had a large amount of money, a settlement, insurance claim, whatever the case may be. Maybe they did some type of scamming, gone, broke. But then they want to come back to you when they have no money. No, stay with the people you thought so highly of. Don't come over here broke, busted, and disgusted. And I feel like that's what they do. They get on their high horse, and they're nowhere to be found about you, right? And then as soon as they get what they want, need, the bottles popping, blunts going, everything, they forget about you. No, it doesn't be like that. You don't want this person run down. You want this person when they're at their best. And that's their issue, is coming towards you. They're unhappy in their relationship and are being honest about their feelings. Now they want to come forward and say, I'm not happy in my relationship connection. You're probably say, I know you were never happy over there. I remember. Okay, or I see how you felt. Some of you could look at this person's pictures on social media, or you may see them and you could say you're not happy. You're not happy in this situation. I know that, right? Or maybe you could feel the energy because this is a twin flame and you're connected to them and they're not happy. They put this facade on that. Everything under the sun that's low vibrational makes them happy when they don't want that. How are you happy with a snake? How are you happy with someone that's deceptive? They know this third party was such a liar to them as well. They got what they got. They literally met their match, is what I hear. Energy's energy. And they're so in their, at first they were so, what's it called when you're like delusional about this third party? They know this third party's not shit. They know that. Now they're stuck. You get what you get. Don't be upset. All that, being like Tyrone, they manifested heavy energy, heavy Gemini energy, manifested you, got you, came forward, and then they're just like, what? Okay, that's minimal time in jail, got them screwed up in the head. Is this something you want to deal with? Really? Again, somebody is fucking nuts. Somebody's crazy. Okay, somebody's crazy. Your jealous is your friend is jealous of your success. They hate seeing you win. But it doesn't matter. You're going to keep winning, whether this friend's jealous, whether this relationship's not moving forward. You're manifesting a different life. You're on a different timeline. You're moving into a breakthrough season. It's like, you're like, sunshine, guys, I'm exhausted. I know, but we never talk about, and I had said this last night in a personal reading, we always talk about the breakthrough when we're getting there, but what about the aftermath? How do we feel after? Exhausted, tired. Like, it took a lot for you to move away from this situation. Maybe you had to do a lot. Maybe you had to move. Maybe you had to change your phone. Or like, whatever you had to do to move away from this is exhausting. Love yourself. Accept it for what it is. I can't believe this person. Believe it. Right? We have to believe what people show us the first time. That's been in my head all weekend. Believe what people show you the first time. Believe it. I would never. We know you would never, but they are, they do, they will, and they have. Okay? And it doesn't reflect on you as a person, because clearly this energy is pure. You tried to show them, I'm going to be a good friend to you. I'm going to be a good lover to you. But what? Jealousy took over. Okay? They said they changed their ways, but they haven't. Stupid ass still acting stupid. Still acting stupid. And they think you're going to stay around and be with this deceptive ass energy and not. And no, you're recognizing it is what it is. Some of you prayed up out of that. Don't go back to what you asked God to pray you out of. Remember that. Remember you prayed God, God, please, if you just heal my heart from this, I promise I'll never go back. What'd you do? Go back. God, please, if you just get me out of this, I'll never return. What'd you do? Return. Or maybe you didn't, but all I'm trying to say is don't go back to situations that you had to pray your way out of. With the Queen of Cups, you're just in this different energy. You're emotionally more mature now is what I hear. You're honoring your emotions. You're putting your hands up. You're like, listen, I'm here to fill my own cups, nothing but my own cup. So help me God. I can't give more because I feel like you were pouring into this cup, that cup, their cup, everyone's cup. But who was pouring into your cup? You're like, fuck it, I'm taking care of myself. Energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. Yeah, and in that, I feel like it made hurt, okay, with the Knight of Cups. And I feel like you moving away from this person, this situation, that now they want to come give you love off her. No, they did not change. And they think that, oh, now I could come in and, oh, I'm going to go do this for Sunshine God Collective. No, you're like, no, I'm good. I'm good all by myself. I'm a movement by myself. But someone's like, well, I thought we'd be better together. Yeah, we would be better together, but you're not going to keep me in this energy. See, they want you to act like nothing's happening. They want you to just be blinded to their bullshit. No. If they're going to change, they're going to change. If they're going to be better, they're going to be better. But you can't repetitious energy, insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Yeah, and that just insanity is creating all these tower moments. Energy's energy. It's creating tower moments not only within their life, but your life as well. I feel like this person, every time they come in your life, a little bit of your abundance goes away, right? There's somebody here that every time they're around you, it's like, you're like, where's my money? What happened? It's like, because there's a heavy energy on them that literally is like a black hole, sucks everything dry. Whoop, done. Okay, you allow this person to come back into your life and be deceptive after you knew how they're done. You're good after what they've done and what they said. You're going to be like this, especially if they're not showing change behavior. If you tell someone, in order to be in my life, you need to be consistent. Like, you have wants, needs, and desires as well. It's not just about them. That's done with those. Those times are done with. Remember, you've grown. Right? Before you used to be like, oh, it's okay if they don't show up. If somebody wants to be a ghost, let them say ghost. Ghosts are invisible. You don't see them anymore. They want to ghost you, not be in your life. Let them stay ghosts. Don't play games with ghosts. You can't see them, right? Let them be invisible. If they don't want to be consistent in your life, let them go be inconsistent anywhere else. Anytime anything is not sure, it's not from God. God is not a God of chaos or confusion. Now they want to come and give you a love offer after they hate the third party, after the third party stalking you, after it didn't work out, after all these tower moments are experienced with the third party. Now they want to see your worth? No, it don't work like that. Energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. Now they want to see your worth because this person really never let go of you. They just thought they could go wander in the fields and the woods and come back. Okay, like maybe you let them, but not anymore. Right? And some of them have to just sit in this energy of losing you. It is what it was going to be. Like you know what I'm saying? They thought long distance can't be helped, but they're saying the long distance can't be helped, but they're saying faithful. Okay. So maybe someone is starting a new relationship. There is new love energy here with this new moon. I do pick that up. And I think this is why we're closing this cycle out. New love, new friendships, all new everything. If you're wanting to get another job, go in and apply for that job. If that's what you want to do, if you're wondering, like, should I go apply for another job? You don't have to stay anywhere you don't want to stay. That's the enemy trying to keep you bound. You're not bound to nothing. You're not bound to your family. You're not bound to jobs, relationships, friendships. You can walk away at any time. You use your 2 feet and walk away. If you don't have feet, use your prosthesis, use your wheelchair, use your walker, use your cane. Get the fuck away from people, places, and situations that don't serve you, that don't appreciate you, and that aren't growing. Anything stagnant is dead. They thought that you would stay around forever just because. Are you a plastic fly? Are you a plastic rose? Are you just going to sit on the kitchen table like, all right, I don't need any attention. I don't need any water. I don't need any sun. I don't need nothing. No, you're not going to do that. You're manifesting an emperor. You're manifesting an empress energy that's coming towards you. That's going to fill your cups with this Ace of Cups, with this new beginning in love, life, laughter is what I hear. Energy's energy, wheel card. Thank you, collective. Thank you, divine, for allowing this new, all new everything. 121 a significant date. 2021 is a significant year. Okay, with the sun card, how much better can you get from this? Somebody's really learned the lesson. Somebody's really learned the lesson. Somebody's really understanding what they want out of life. Somebody's moving forward. I'll be moving on. With the Nine of Pentacles, you're single, sexy, and free. See, you don't think you need anybody. That's the thing. You need your higher powers, your source. You're very abundant now that you're not in this situation, this connection. You're more happy. You feel more free. They're like, you're free. If you're not with me, where are you going? I mind my damn business. That's where I'm going. Don't even worry about it, because you wasn't worried about it then. Don't worry about it now. But they thought you would stay forever while they did all this shit to you, while they were deceptive. And you were just faithful. You were just who you were. And now they're realizing they have to really know who you are from far away. There's a King of Wands coming in, very sexual energy. Okay, and not just sexual, but a leadership. It's heavy Leo energy. Somebody's coming to stand forward. This is a very high spiritual masculine energy. If it's a masculine energy, it's a feminine energy. Okay, look at it's a lot of love involved. The Knight of Pentacles, the divine. You waited a long time for this love to come in, and it's here. Follow your intuition. Don't be afraid. This person's coming to give you equal give and take, equal reciprocity. Okay, use your intuition, and this person's coming to give you 10 of Cups. It's almost like this your last stop. You did the work. I love you guys so much. Happy Monday. You followed your intuition, and you said, I'm not dealing with this bullshit or this deception. Energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. Here we go, right here, top of the deck, new love, okay? A new person has stirred your romantic feeling. So this new love person is coming in. Join my new moon manifestation. Hold on, guys. I'm grabbing my cards. I have put my cards over there. Listen, if you let this person in the past come back unchanged, I'm telling you right now, if you let this person come back into your life, they're not changed, your life's going to go to shit, okay? Do you want to hold on to the energy? You know if they change or not by their patterns. Patterns are who they are, okay? Change behavior, but after a while, a pattern is a pattern, and I feel like maybe you recognize this pattern of this person, you're like, no, they haven't changed, you know? They haven't changed. They haven't learned their lesson. You know, I could stay away from this person for however long, and they still come back with the same bullshit. They haven't changed. That's just who they are. We're not judging them for who they are. We're saying, I don't have to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. I'm not going to deal with it. Energy's energy. If you don't have to. Who the fuck wants to be stressed out all the time? We got bills and kids and jobs. You think you want to babysit? I kept hearing that yesterday. You're not babysitting to be with someone. If you have to babysit to be with someone, that's your answer. If you have to question someone's sexuality, that's your answer. Somebody just didn't want to see the truth about a situation. If you're thinking they're this, it's because that's what they are. You don't have the proof or the evidence. All right, energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. Ooh, these are moonology. Here we go. Intuition, exactly what the divine wants you to do. Use your intuition, okay? Use your intuition. And I feel like in the past, somebody's been very intuitive since they were a child, is what I pick up. I feel like now you really started to use it, okay? Take a breath, okay? After this situation, there's a King of Cups here. I feel like there's a father figure that's passed on the other side that's really trying to, like, get you to wake up. Honor your feelings and emotions. He's saying, like, I wouldn't treat you this way. Why are you allowing people to treat you this way? Okay. Yeah. With the Strength card. Don't do that. Okay. So somebody's father, grandfather, uncle, brother, heavy brother energy right now that was young may have passed away. I said heavy brother. Look at, there you go. Here he is. Heavy brother energy that may have passed away. He's saying, don't let them treat you like that. I just feel like, too, that somebody lost someone in their life that was maybe a masculine energy, and you kind of went into the wrong thing. And that's okay. We're not judging. But now, I feel like you're snapping up out of it. Yeah. Accept responsibilities. You're like, all right, I just kind of wouldn't deal with this. I was maybe dealing with this because I was in a place of hurt, or maybe you just, we're looking for love in all the wrong places. We're not judging, but now we know that you know better, so just use your intuition. Energy's energy. If it's okay, I just feel the heaviness of someone. You cannot beat yourself up for things you cannot change. You cannot beat yourself up for being a loving person. You cannot beat yourself up for people not accepting you, loving you, and appreciating you for who you are. You can't do that. Don't do that. Because I feel someone's like, oh my gosh, I let this happen. Okay, guess what? You let it happen. You learned, and you're moving forward. That's why we wake up every day. Woo! That's why we wake up every day. A new day, a new fresh, a new start, a new week, and a new moon on a Monday. Energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. Yeah, now now Spirit's saying is put more boundaries up. You don't have to do what you don't want to do. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. Your boundaries is really scaring a lot of people off. Good, we wanted to, because boundaries and standards are set there for people that don't respect you. If they can't respect your boundaries and standards, they don't need to be in your life. I don't want to keep getting ghosted. They think you're just going to sit around and let them ghost you forever. Somebody really thought they had it like that until you showed them that they didn't. They really did. They really thought they could be deceptive in your life. People know what they're doing. They just hope that you don't know. Okay? Honoring the truth. You've honored the truth. You've acknowledged the truth, and the truth set you free. And you also gain inner strength from acknowledging this truth. Okay, so again, this truth energy, you're like, all right, it is what it is. It is what's going to be. I'm moving forward. It does not that it makes you happy, not that it's okay, but you accepting it is freeing you way more than anything else. And that's what this person's like, oh, so you just know I'm a liar, you know I'm a cheater, and that's okay with you. You're like, yeah, but you also don't need to be in my life anymore. So it is what it is, and it is what it's going to be. Energy's energy. I think they expected you to be crazy and stuff. Yeah, cut your losses. I feel like somebody thought you was going to be, they expected reactions, craziness. No, you stay grounded, you acknowledge it, and you said, all right, well, I'm moving on. They're not used to that. They're not used to people putting up boundaries. They're not used to people saying, well, all right, it's okay, I'm going to go. And they wanted you to put a fight. A fight of what? The truth? Why would you fight the truth? That's what they've been doing the whole time. You're not going to fight the truth. Spirit, clarifying these boundaries and this intuition. That's what it was. You started following your intuition more and seeing things for exactly what they are. Yeah, the divine saying, we're supporting you. You know, although I just feel like somebody may have walked out of a situation, a family life, or friendship, you feel alone. Well, the divine's like, we're supporting you. You know, we're going to help you. I'm coming, Mama Sita. Yeah, look, and that close, you're going through a major transformation. Happy Motivational Monday, Miraculous Monday. I'm doing the $5.55 money manifestation on Monday. Moon magic, you're transforming. You're becoming a better person. Nobody recognized Joseph after God was done with him. And that's that. Energy's energy. If it resonates, how many times do we get High Priestess energy? 222 is your confirmation for this reading. How many times do we get High Priestess? The divine is so happy that you use your intuition with this, because I feel like this is getting you to the next phase. Like, you use your intuition. You really listen to what was going on in your mind, your body, your soul. You listen, and this is why you're moving on. Like, these people, these energies, it's like you're unreachable to them now. Okay. Powerful psychic insight, reflection, meditation that provides valuable information. Now you're at peace, and they're in pieces. Somebody's realizing you've always spoke your truth. Some type of revelation is coming forward. We'll check that out more a little bit later on. But somebody's about to get a revelation that you've been trying to tell them all this time, that this is happening, that's happening. The truth is getting ready to set them free too. Okay. When you give, you also receive. Being resistant to change, extremes in how you save or spend money. I'm telling you, don't go back to something you prayed God for, because they're telling me to tell you right now, you go back to something you told God, you prayed God to get you out of. Your finances are getting stripped right from you. Your blessings, your abundance, immediately, instantaneously. And unless this person has changed and they show, basically, if you go against your own intuition to accept people, places, situations back in your life, you're getting stripped of your abundance. Like, you're going to see your money go down. You want to be able to pay your bills. You want to still continue this abundant path, accept people, places for what they are, and move forward until they've changed. And again, until you do right by me. Right? The color purple. Boaz didn't get any rest until he made it right with Ruth. Some of these people, there's no rest for the wicked. What? Yeah, I think these people are somebody is upset about the way and the things they treated you. Okay. The number 2 is very significant, which is creating balance in your life. Okay. Make bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision. You might have to have a little change in your soul tribe too. Right? You might have a little change in the people around you, but God removes and replaces all the time with greater and better, right? With the teddy bear theory, you don't want to let it go, right? So here's this little teddy bear. We're going to pretend this big one doesn't exist, right? You're holding on to this little one, and God's like, let it go. You're like, no. And then he has this big ass one for you. There's the difference. Okay. So what you have, Okay, energy's energy if it resonates, and it's a lot of inner work. And listen, sometimes the truth hurts, but acknowledge it and it's setting you free. Energy's energy if it resonates, it resonates. Okay, a new emotional situation, messages regarding relationships or social invitations, great intuitive insight. Again, you're going to be started being linked up and with people, places, and situations that actually serve your higher good. Just forgive the people that trespass you. All right, so we're doing a Bible verse. Here we go. So whether we are home or away, we make it our aim to please him. For we must all appear before judgment at the seat of Christ, so that each one may receive what is due for what has done in the body, whether good or evil. Therefore, knowing the fear of God, we persuade others. But what we are is known to God, and I hope it is known also to your consciousness. Again, so whatever happened, whatever they did, let God deal with it. Energy's energy. If it resonates, happy Monday, starting off on this good foot. I'm coming, Mamacita. I love you guys so much. Email me, sunshinegoddess333@gmail.com. 1010 portal ends today, baby. And I love this reading because what they thought she was going to sit up there and not acknowledge the truth. Acknowledge the truth, and the truth shall set you free. I love you guys so much. Keep your head up and your heart close to God. 1010 portal readings closed. Those were fun. Okay, we have the $5.55 money manifestation on Mondays going forward. I'm doing that till the end of the year. Guided to do that. You can join by sending $5.55. We have our new moon portal as well. That's completely separate from that. That's $10.10 money, love, protection, kind of keeping you locked in a higher vibrational energy. Whatever y'all want to join. Just send me an email, payment confirmation, and we lit. You know what I'm saying? I love you guys so much. I love you guys so much. Make sure you guys hit that like button. I'm trying to get my views back up on YouTube. I'm saying dedicated, committed. Now that I realize there are people, places, and situations that are around that were literally suffering my energy, and now I'm here to stay. I love you guys so much. Always and forever. Keep your head up in her heart close, God. I love you guys so much. Hola. Oh, let me say happy Monday to y'all first. Wait. Dorothy, Goddess, Shanika, Jamin, Tasha, Aisha. Okay, hi, happy Monday, Jane, Tasha, Edwards. Hi, guys, happy Monday, Aisha. Happy Monday, Patricia. I love you guys so much, and I'll catch you guys on my midday mix or my next read, whatever comes first. Mwah.